The next three go into the playoffs with the First Division straggler for the last promotion place. And on Big League Soccer, we see three of these clubs: Crystal Palace against Blackburn Rovers, Middlesbrough against Plymouth Argyle. Starting at Selhurst Park with Crystal Palace against Blackburn, where Steve Archibald, formerly of Spurs and Barcelona, has been taken on by Blackburn in the hope that his goals will give them the final push into the First Division. And behind him, Ozzy Ardiles, also formerly of Spurs, on loan to provide the ammunition for Archibald. We pick up the action in the first half with Crystal Palace in the red and blue stripe.
Archibald. This is Thomas. Wright, getting Wright on his way. David Mail is there, but Wright crashes to the ground. A free kick to Crystal Palace on the edge of the Blackburn area after the clash with John Miller. Anxiety and a bit of clumsiness, and more anxiety for Blackburn Rovers here. Redfern, the man behind it. Geno bobbing and weaving and looking to get the right angle and the right line as two men in the Palace wall ahead of it, and Redfern drives it just wide. And they picked up from Doncaster Rovers. Scored 8 very useful goals this season. But struck that well enough as the first Palace wall moved to one side, but it also went wide. And here's Chris Price, a highly rated fullback at second division clubs. Ardiles, and Price has gone on, and he's gone past his man, and a penalty's been given. But Suckling brought him down, and it'll be a penalty for Blackburn Rovers. It was a great run by Chris Price. It's Ardiles who played him in there. They were claiming offside. The flag stayed down, and the penalty, I don't think you can say there was much argument about it. And now Archibald, with 6 important goals to his credit for Blackburn Rovers since he came back from Spain to join them, now could well be on the point of scoring the most crucial yet. He saved it! Suckling, who gave away the penalty, redeems himself as Archibald's shot, a flying leap, a spectacular save, and it stays at 0-0. A corner then for Blackburn Rovers, and a goal kick. So applause, as you can see, from the Palace fans behind that goal for their goalkeeper Perry Suckling. And a glorious opportunity for Blackburn Rovers to take a precious lead. It's been halted by this man. This is Wright, looking for a yard. Denied him well there, though, by Mail. Oh, but Wright's done well here. He gets his little cross in, and the header is tipped away magnificently by Geno. A fine header by Barber after some splendid work by Wright. And Geno, incidentally, who played 3 games on loan for Crystal Palace away back in the 1970s under Malcolm Allison's regime, tips that one away superbly. A corner then for Palace. And Geno, and Cannon with a header, and flicked in. Yes, by Bright. And Palace ahead. A very important header by Jim Cannon. Winning that one in the air after Geno had planted it out. There's the Cannon header, and there's one by Bright. And into the back of the net.
Number 9, Mark Bright.
So it will be taken by Scott Sellers. Mail has come up from the back, but Hendry has stayed put. It's with Ardiles. Sellers. Garner on the far side, and it came off the crossbar when it looked to be an inviting tap-in for Steve Archibald. Oh, the crossbar, in two senses, saved Crystal Palace there, and Archibald totally frustrated by it. As the ball comes back in here, you can see Archibald just waiting there for the little tap-in, but the crossbar and the deflection beat him. Here's Ian Wright. Barber to Burke. 5 minutes remaining of a really entertaining first half that's certainly had some good incident in it. And Palace leading by a goal to nil. Cannon with a header, well saved. That was a soaring header there from Jim Cannon. Actually, on the big match, we televised Jim's very first game back in 1972, and he scored with a header that day against Chelsea when he wasn't marking Peter Osgood at the other end. Burke, Thomas, Barber, Burke again. Played in for Bright, a flick on to Nebling, who's up there. Bright again to Nebling, and it might come to Wright on the turn. And it flicks off a Rovers player for another corner. Redfern. Nebling's there. Oh, a chance was missed there by Ian Wright. And a long curling corner, again putting Rovers in all sorts of trouble. But Wright's shot goes wide. Certainly they've got to find a way, Blackburn, of holding these two front men of Palace at bay. There's no doubt about it that after a fairly slow start to the game, Palace have really got into the best possible gear now and might have had one or two other goals to have put this game safe, as it is, the one by the number 9, Mark Wright. Is all that separates the side as Redfern takes another corner for Palace. Nebling's in there, and Bright too. Good heavens, and Barber came in, and another chance for Palace right in the opening minutes of this second half. Redfern taking it, and you wonder whether they might not regret some of these chances that just are not being tucked away by them. There's a good break now for Miller. Ardiles. Sellers. Ardiles. Got in behind the defence well here, Ardiles. And Finnegan, well, he had one little flick at him, and if he'd caught Ardiles, he'd have been down, and that would have been another penalty. But his second intervention was much better timed, Tony Finnegan, at the expense of a corner. Ardiles this time. Well, he picked up Miller, the left back, and a flick by him, and a lovely save by Suckling again. A tremendous little flick by Steve Archibald, and Palace was saved there by their goalkeeper once again as Thomas breaks away and looks for Wright. And Blackburn so close then to an equalising goal. Worked in the first place by Ardiles, and then Archibald's flick saved superbly by Suckling. Redfern crossed in towards Wright. Well, a good chance out of nothing there. The long ball hit forward towards Mark Bright, but it's Neil Redfern who crosses it in, and Wright well positioned with a header on target. Thomas, well taken by him. Beautifully played by him for Mark Bright. And did he get a corner? Well, the substitution can now be made for Palace. Neil Redfern's going off, and John Salako's coming on. So a striker comes on. Mr. Man who's been on the score sheet this season. He's Salako, and quickly wants to get on the action with this throw. That's a good long throw too. And it's in there! Oh, Thomas got a touch, and what an amazing substitution. John Salako. His first touch was a throw, and a long one at that. And Jeff Thomas got on the end of it with his header, and it goes past Geno for goal number 2. Salako's long throw. You'll see Jeff Thomas challenging there, just flicking it on. A good header that. And Palace 2 up. Ainscough. Well, the Palace fans cheering that goal by Jeff Thomas, and now beginning to chant, we're going up, going up, going up. There's a lot of work yet to be done before that's a reality. This one's still to be won, and then they have an away game against Leeds United, and then here against Manchester City. But there are so many permutations and so many possibilities. One thing that Palace did know for sure, if they were to have any chance at all of playoffs or promotion, this had to be a victory today. Sellers. It's a lucky break for Crystal Palace as Bright finds Wright. Can he find the net? Oh! No, he can't, but he wasn't far off. It wasn't far from being goal number 3 as Bright and Wright again combine so well. Here's Ian Wright on the ball now, turning his defender one way, then the other, lunging in with his shot, which was going wide. Here comes Miller. Ardiles. Ooh, given away badly there. Straight to Ian Wright. Hit from a long way out and saved well by Geno. My goodness, what a strike that was. After Ardiles had given the ball away, and here's Ian Wright. Flicked away, though, by the goalkeeper.
So, victory by 2-0 for Crystal Palace in a real cup tie atmosphere there.